Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cash Crafting Crew, your favorite economy and geopolitics YouTube channel. Today, exploring Javier Milei's impact on Argentina. Could make Argentina great again? Javier Milei's economic reform plans aim to radically transform Argentina's financial landscape. By advocating for a free market economy, Milei proposes deregulation, privatization, and tax cuts as key strategies. These reforms are designed to stimulate growth, attract foreign investment, and reduce the state's role in the economy, promising a surge in economic freedom. The impact of Milei on Argentina's inflation rate is a subject of intense debate. His policies, centered on monetary discipline and limiting central bank interventions, seek to stabilize the Argentine peso. Critics worry about short-term pains, but supporters believe these measures could finally tame the country's historically high inflation. Libertarian policies are at the core of Milei's economic strategy. He champions individual liberty, minimal government intervention, and a robust private sector as the pillars for prosperity. This ideological stance influences his approach to economic reforms, aiming to dismantle Argentina's bureaucratic barriers and unleash market forces. Milei's efforts to stabilize the Argentine peso involve ambitious monetary and fiscal policies. By advocating for a currency board or even dollarization, he seeks to anchor the peso and restore confidence in the currency. These steps are critical in battling inflation and fostering a stable economic environment. Javier Milei's approach to reducing government spending in Argentina hinges on a stringent austerity plan aimed at slashing public expenditures. By curbing state intervention, Milei believes in fostering a more competitive economic environment, thus paving the way for private sector-led growth and innovation. This strategy is central to his economic reform plans, promising to rejuvenate Argentina's financial standing on the global stage. The impact of Milei's policies on Argentina's inflation rate is a topic of intense debate. As inflation continues to erode the value of the Argentine peso, Milei proposes a radical shift towards monetary policies that prioritize price stability. By tightening the money supply and advocating for fiscal responsibility, he aims to stabilize the national currency and restore purchasing power to the citizens. Milei's efforts to stabilize the Argentine peso involve a multifaceted approach, including the introduction of a currency board system to anchor the peso to a more stable foreign currency. This bold move seeks to instill confidence among investors and the public alike, aiming to break the cycle of devaluation and economic uncertainty that has long plagued Argentina. Public reaction to Milei's economic policies is mixed, reflecting a divided sentiment within the country. While some applaud his bold vision for an economically liberal Argentina, others express concern over the social implications of his austerity measures. Surveys reveal a nation cautiously optimistic about the potential for change, yet wary of the immediate hardships these reforms may bring. Javier Milei's strategy for combating poverty hinges on a radical restructuring of the Argentine economy. By advocating for deregulation and a free market approach, Milei believes that increased competition will lead to job creation and innovation. Critics, however, question the short-term feasibility and the potential increase in economic disparity. The impact of Milei's policies on small and medium enterprises, SMEs, is profound. By reducing bureaucratic hurdles and lowering taxes, he aims to foster an environment where SMEs can thrive. This approach is seen as a catalyst for economic growth, potentially leading to increased employment opportunities and community development. Milei's vision for the Argentine education system involves significant reforms aimed at increasing efficiency and reducing governmental interference. By promoting school choice and privatization, Milei believes in creating a competitive environment that improves educational standards. Critics argue this may lead to inequality in access to quality education. The relationship between Milei's policies and Argentina's social welfare is contentious. Milei's libertarian stance favors minimal state intervention, which includes scaling back public welfare programs. He argues that a vibrant economy will naturally address social needs, though detractors worry about the immediate impact on vulnerable populations. Analyzing Milei's stance on Argentina's energy sector and sustainability, it's clear he prioritizes economic growth, often favoring traditional energy sources over renewable ones. This pragmatic approach seeks to leverage Argentina's natural resources for economic gain, though it raises concerns about long-term environmental sustainability and adherence to global climate commitments. Javier Milei's foreign policy is marked by a distinct libertarian ideology, emphasizing minimal intervention and fostering free market principles. His approach seeks to realign Argentina's international relationships, focusing on economic partnerships that encourage mutual growth. However, this stance could lead to conflicts with countries that favor more regulated economic interactions. Public perception of Milei in Argentine society is polarized. Supporters laud his commitment to reducing government interference and corruption, viewing him as a breath of fresh air in a stagnant political landscape. Critics, however, fear his policies may exacerbate inequality and undermine social safety nets, reflecting a deeply divided nation. The impact of Milei's economic plans on Argentina's rural versus urban areas is varied. Urban centers, with their dynamic economies, might quickly benefit from deregulation and lower taxes. In contrast, rural areas, often reliant on state support, could face challenges adapting to a more market-driven model, widening the rural-urban divide. Milei's governance, Argentina's international standing, is at a crossroads. His bold economic policies and distinctive leadership style have caught the attention of global observers, raising questions about the country's future direction. While some view his approach as a necessary shakeup, others worry about potential isolation. The impact of Milei's tenure on Argentina's global relations and reputation remains a topic of keen interest and speculation. We hope you are liking the video. If so, it would help us a lot if you left us a comment, since the YouTube neural network values this very much and thus recommends our videos to more people. Give it a like and activate the bell so that you receive a notification when we upload our next video. Javier Milei's approach to Argentine defense policy marks a notable shift, emphasizing national security while navigating the balance between modernization and fiscal responsibility. His stance indicates a nuanced understanding of Argentina's strategic position in South America, advocating for a defense sector that is both robust and economically sustainable. In the realm of tax reform, Milei's policies have stirred public debate. By advocating for a leaner tax system, he aims to stimulate economic growth and attract foreign investment. However, this approach has faced criticism regarding its potential impact on social welfare programs, highlighting the challenge of balancing economic efficiency with social equity. Milei's strategies to enhance Argentina's global competitiveness focus on deregulation and open markets. He envisions a future where Argentina leverages its agricultural and technological sectors to secure a more influential position on the world stage. This vision includes fostering innovation and entrepreneurship as key drivers of economic development. The role of advisors and key figures in shaping Milei's economic plan showcases a blend of expertise and ideologically aligned views. Their collective input is crucial in crafting policies that aim to stabilize the economy, reduce inflation, and foster a conducive environment for investment and growth. This team's influence is a testament to Milei's strategic approach to governance. Javier Milei's approach to corruption represents a cornerstone of his political agenda, aiming to restore public trust in the government. His policies focus on transparency and accountability, seeking to dismantle the systemic corruption that has long plagued Argentina. Public perception is mixed, with some applauding his efforts and others skeptical of their effectiveness. Milei's impact on Argentina's youth and education system is profound. By advocating for educational reform and greater access to technology, he aims to equip the younger generation with the tools necessary for success in a globalized world. However, the effectiveness of these policies remains a topic of debate among educators and parents alike. The role of international investments under Milei's economic policies is pivotal. By creating a more business-friendly environment, Milei seeks to attract foreign investment, aiming to boost economic growth and job creation. However, the success of this strategy hinges on maintaining political stability and investor confidence in Argentina's economic future. Milei's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic focuses on balancing economic stability with public health. By advocating for targeted restrictions and supporting businesses, he aims to minimize economic fallout while addressing health concerns. His approach has been met with mixed reactions, highlighting the challenges of navigating a health crisis amidst economic vulnerabilities. Javier Milei's political ideology deeply intertwines with Argentina's quest for sovereignty, presenting a unique blend of libertarian views with national interests. His stance often emphasizes minimizing external influence in domestic affairs, aiming to foster an independent economic and political environment. This approach resonates with those advocating for Argentina's autonomy on the global stage. The sustainability of Milei's economic reforms is under scrutiny. Critics question whether the initial positive impacts, such as inflation control and investment attraction, can withstand long-term challenges. Proponents argue that his policies lay the groundwork for a more stable and self-reliant economy, essential for Argentina's future prosperity. Milei's policies have sparked debate regarding their impact on Argentina's indigenous populations. While economic growth is a priority, concerns about inclusivity and cultural preservation persist. Critics call for a more nuanced approach that balances development with the rights and traditions of indigenous communities, ensuring they are not sidelined in the national agenda. The influence of Milei on the Argentine judicial system highlights a contentious relationship between politics and judiciary independence. His administration's reforms aim to tackle corruption and inefficiency, yet there's apprehension about maintaining the judiciary's autonomy. This tension underscores the delicate balance between reform and the preservation of democratic institutions. Looking forward, the long-term effects of Milei's economic and political strategies hold both promise and uncertainty for Argentina. His vision for a revitalized economy and streamlined government faces challenges, including social resistance and global economic pressures. The success of Milei's tenure will ultimately be measured by his ability to navigate these complexities while delivering tangible improvements to the Argentine populace.